surreal, and Tyson in his trademark coming out fast, or how fast he can be at 58, Roy Jones. Rounds.
The Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight has sparked a heated discussion about its legitimacy, and for good reason. Fans tuning in expected an intense matchup between one of boxing's greatest legends and the YouTuber-turned-boxer. However, as the fight played out, many couldn't shake the feeling that it was scripted. Jake Paul's team seems to have been caught red-handed, raising serious questions about the authenticity of the event. From the very beginning, the fight didn't feel like a real boxing match. Instead of the standard 3-minute rounds used in professional boxing, the match featured shorter 2-minute rounds. The gloves used weren't standard either, reportedly being heavier to reduce the impact of punches. These changes immediately set the tone for what seemed more like a sparring session than a genuine fight. But what stood out the most were Jake Paul's strange actions in the ring. In the final seconds of the fight, Paul dropped his guard and bowed to Tyson, an incredibly odd move in a real boxing match.
Ideas, and as much of a cliche as it is, it's because it's true.
Oh, wow.
Tyson's final.
Any experienced fighter knows that leaving yourself open, especially against someone like Mike Tyson, could result in a knockout. Yet Tyson, known for his aggressive style, didn't take advantage of the opportunity. This alone raised eyebrows about whether the match was staged. It was obvious to longtime fans of Mike Tyson that something was off. Even at 58 years old, Tyson is still a powerful fighter with the ability to land devastating punches. But during the fight, he seemed restrained. There were multiple moments where Tyson could have landed hard shots, but instead, he hesitated or pulled his punches. It didn't resemble the Tyson we've known for decades, the one who fought with relentless energy and ferocity. Adding to the skepticism, Jake Paul himself admitted after the fight that he wasn't trying to knock Tyson out. This statement further fueled the belief that the fight was carefully choreographed to avoid serious injury to either fighter, especially the aging Tyson. One of the most shocking developments came with the release of a leaked fight script. This document, which circulated before the fight, outlined each round in detail. According to the script, Jake Paul was supposed to knock out Mike Tyson in the 5th round. It described how the fight would progress, from Tyson starting strong to gradually tiring, with Paul eventually landing a decisive blow. While the fight didn't follow the script exactly, there was no knockout. For example, it matched enough of the details to make fans suspicious. Tyson showed flashes of his old self early on, but appeared fatigued by the middle rounds, as the script predicted. The younger Paul seemed more agile and focused on scoring points rather than delivering a true fight. The script also claimed Tyson would be visibly hurt with a cut above his eye, but this detail didn't occur, further suggesting adjustments were made along the way. The most damning evidence pointing to a staged fight was the overall lack of intensity. Tyson didn't fight with his usual aggression, and Paul didn't capitalize on clear opportunities to dominate. Even more suspicious, the fight ended with no real action in the closing moments. Instead of going all out in the final seconds, as most boxers would, Paul stopped fighting and bowed. This wasn't the behavior of someone fighting for a legitimate win. It was the behavior of someone playing a part in a pre-arranged scenario. Rumors of behind-the-scenes agreements between Paul's camp and Tyson's team have been circulating. Some sources allege there was a clause in the contract preventing Tyson from knocking Paul out. Others point to Paul's admission of not trying to knock out Tyson as evidence that both fighters had agreed to pull punches and avoid serious risks. If true, this would mean the fight was never meant to be a true competition, but rather a spectacle designed to draw in viewers and generate money. For many fans, the idea of a scripted fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is a slap in the face to boxing. People tuned in expecting an epic showdown, but what they got felt more like a poorly executed performance. The leaked script, Paul's strange behavior, Tyson holding back, and the overall lack of intensity have all contributed to the belief that this fight was a sham. The final moments were especially revealing. Instead of going all out in the last seconds, Jake Paul stopped fighting entirely and bowed to Tyson. This bizarre behavior further fueled suspicions that the fight wasn't genuine. In a real boxing match, you don't let your guard down, especially not against someone with Tyson's legendary knockout power. The fact that Tyson didn't capitalize on Paul's mistake only added to the belief that they had agreed beforehand not to hurt each other. While the fight itself left much to be desired, it was undeniably lucrative for both fighters. Reports suggest that Jake Paul earned a staggering $40 million, while Mike Tyson walked away with $20 million. With a combined purse of $60 million, it's clear that the financial stakes were incredibly high. This enormous payday raises an important question. Was the fight ever about competition, or was it simply a money-making spectacle? Many fans feel that the focus was on generating buzz and raking in profits, rather than delivering a real boxing match. Given the financial incentives, it's hard to ignore the possibility that both fighters were more interested in their bank accounts than the outcome of the fight. The event drew massive attention, with 60 million viewers tuning in on Netflix, which led to the buffering issues. As millions tuned in to watch the event, the streaming service struggled to keep up with the demand. The constant interruptions and crashes led to social media platforms being flooded with complaints from frustrated fans. Instead of focusing on the fight, many were busy sharing memes and posts about Netflix's inability to handle the stream. The fight's lack of intensity, combined with the leaked script and Paul's admission that he wasn't trying to knock out Tyson, makes it seem like both fighters were simply playing their parts. For Tyson, this may have been an opportunity to make money without risking serious injury. For Paul, it was another chance to boost his profile and add a win against a boxing legend to his record, even if that win came under questionable circumstances. What do you think? Was the fight scripted? Did Jake Paul's team cross the line? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. Bye.